This is an awesome reel. Welcome back to another episode of Bassing with Captain Lou. It amazes me what you guys spot in my videos. I was shooting a topwater video recently in regards to the spooks and spook modifications and stuff like that, and one of our subscribers noticed the reel that I was using, and he was asking me a question. He's like, Captain, what reel is it that you're using for this video? And to be quite honest, I messed up. I swear to God, I shot a video in regard to this reel and I haven't. I have had this reel now for several months and I love it. Let's not keep the suspense going. The reel that I'm talking about is the SLX MGL 70 XG. Like I said, I have had this reel now for several months and I gotta tell you, I love it. If you guys watched a lot of my recent videos, I usually open with this reel because I open with topwater. And again, this reel right here is phenomenal for my topwater applications. So if you're into learning more about the 70 SLX MGL, stick around because I'm gonna go ahead and give you the nuts and bolts and my impressions of this reel. So the SLX MGL 70, this right here is what I consider a light to medium reel. Like I said, it's a 70 size. For those of you who are new to bait casting reels come in different sizes. So for example, the smallest that I know of are 50 size reels. Then you have your 70 size reels. And then the more conventional type of reel that a lot of us grew up with and stuff like that is your 150 size of reel right here. Now, the 150 size of reel, this is the reel here that is used more for your power fishing applications to throw very big baits and very big lures. For example, your swim jigs, baits that are like this, or frogs. These type of reels right here handle that. Now the 70 type reel, okay, which is a smaller reel, for example, these are used for your light to medium applications. And in this case, it throws your smaller spooks, your smaller prop baits, chug bugs, and your poppers. Now, since this reel is, in my arsenal, is designated more for topwater stuff, that's why I'm talking about topwater lures. But this reel right here will handle your lighter finesse type of bottom applications. But I'm not gonna be talking about that because for me, this reel is a topwater beast. Now, for those of you who are into specs, I know you guys are into specs right off the bat. Let me go ahead and cover some of the few specs in regards to this reel, okay? The reel that I'm talking to you guys about, the reason why it's called an XG, it's because it is a 8.2 ratio reel. That means it's an 8-speed reel. It has 12 pounds of drag built in. It is also weighs 7.1 ounces. That may seem heavy for this size of reel, but let me tell you, this reel is built like a small tank. Plus, when you have it properly balanced out on the rod correctly, in my case, it's a Caden 713 rod. When you pair that rod to this reel, it balances out perfectly, and you're not gonna feel the weight of this reel on that particular setup. Also, it's a 4+1 when it comes to bearings. And lastly, when it comes to inches per turn, meaning for each revolution of the reel handle, it picks up 32 inches of line, which is not bad. So overall, like I mentioned, it's a great reel. It's a workhorse of a reel, and plus it's backed by Shimano, and you guys know Shimano's been around for a long time. And again, great reel. Let's go ahead and dive into some of the other details that I really like. So there are several things that I look for in a reel when I go ahead and pick them out. And in this case, I like the palmability in this reel. My concern when I got into 70 size type reels is I don't have enormous hands, but my hands are a little bit bigger than average. And my concern was the palm, how those reels feel in the palm of my hand. And I gotta tell you that this little reel right here, it palms fantastic in my hand, and I like it a lot the way it feels. I mean, the contours of it contours nicely into my hand, so it palms fantastic. Now, another important aspect or a physical feature that I love about reels that I look for, one of the first things I look for is the reel length. I do not like reels with little handles, and in this case, this one right out of the box is 90 millimeters. So for me, I don't need to go ahead and go outside and buy a third-party reel handle in this case, because for me, this reel size is perfect. Now, if you're looking to cut some more weight, if that's a factor for you, then yeah, you could get yourself a carbon fiber reel handle. That's in the 90 class, and you might cut some more weight. But again, right out of the box, if you're more budget conscientious, this 90 millimeter size is fantastic. Now, if I were to nitpick this reel, the only thing I would nitpick is that the septum knobs that they use, if they were just a hair bigger, then this reel would be a 12 out of a 10 category class type of reel for me. But this is not a deal breaker for me. I mean, I've adjusted fine. Like I said, I've had this reel for months now and I've adapted. But if I could get bigger knobs for this reel, I would absolutely do so. But again, overall, it's a very, very fun workhorse type of reel. All right, so some of your common stuff, for example, your spool tension knob, very smooth, tactile. You can feel the ridges on it, very easy to adjust. As far as your star drag is concerned, it's a clicker, you can hear it. You could adjust it very easily on the fly. Like I mentioned earlier, it's 12 pounds drag. As far as your brake system is concerned, it has a nice big old dial right here. I mean, it's very tactile, very easy to adjust. Again, mine is on 2. Since I got this reel right out of the box, I haven't had to move that dial. It is on 2. But if I needed to open this reel for whatever reason, it's very easy to do. You got your easy little knob down here. You just go ahead and click it. It pops open, swing it around, and you go ahead and remove the spool quite easily. Okay, like I said, it's a 70 size type of reel. So the spool is a little bit smaller than your conventional type of reel. And in regards to the braking system, like I said, it's centrifugal. So you have your centrifugal brake system right here. It's only 4 tabs. I'm only using 2 just in case you're curious. That, you close it back up again and you're ready to keep fishing this reel. Like I said, very easy to handle, very easy to operate. I mean, again, you just can't go wrong purchasing this reel. So in regards to purchasing the SLX MGL, this reel comes at the I found it at the $150 price point. If you guys do your research or whatever, you guys might find it cheaper, but it's a $150 price point type of reel. I mean, it's not it's not your cheapest, but again, I don't think it's your most expensive. But for $150, I mean, you got quite a reel on your hands. I mean, like I said, it's a workhorse type of reel. It's going to last you for a very long time if you stay on top of the maintenance. But again, I haven't had any Shimano products disappoint me if you stay on top of the maintenance. Let that be known when it comes to bait casting reels. So if you have a reel technician that you really trust and like, I recommend you guys send these type of reels to your reel technician once a year or twice a year, and these reels will last you for a very long time if you stay on top of the maintenance. Okay, so enough about the specs and all the other stuff. Castability, how does it fish? When it comes to castability, this reel, if you guys have seen in my videos, this reel will launch baits a country mile, especially if you're using lures like the spook or lures like the chug bug. This reel right here will sling the baits or sling the lures. And now the type of line that I'm using does make a difference. In this case, I am using 20-pound 9-strand braid, which is a thinner type of braid. And in this type of combination, it will launch, like I said, it will launch baits. As far as retrieving and as far as the drag and everything is concerned, the drag is very smooth. I mean, it's butter. I mean, look at this thing. It's butter on the retrieves. Again, there's a reason why I always open with this on my videos, is because first thing in the morning when it comes to top water, if I'm not doing the power stuff like frogging or stuff like that, you will see me with this reel in my hand. I just can't stop talking about the reel. You guys should pick one up for yourselves. Father's Day is coming soon, guys, so start talking to your wives and kids in regards to what dad wants for Father's Day. So there you guys have it, the SLX MGL 70 reel from Shimano. It is a fantastic reel. I'm done talking about how fantastic the reel is, but I appreciate you guys for watching. Like this video, share this video, better yet subscribe. My last video, for whatever reason, has taken off. You guys have loved that video. I have gotten a bunch of subscribers for it, and our community has grown a lot over the last week. And if you're curious to see what video did that launch, check out my soft jerkbait hack video right here. If you guys want to learn more about Shimano reels, in this case a BFS reel from Shimano, check out my video right here. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys again soon. Take care of yourselves.